this is Sheila McGuffey from XBNC News. We are here with Connie Krabs, a geologist at the University of Cincinnati. Welcome, Connie.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Since the earthquake disaster in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, everyone is questioning if there's a way to avoid such future disasters.
Well, Sheila, there are historical documents that are examined by geologists today to find high-risk areas where there's still active faults. This does allow for building codes to be highly enforced, as well as some land allows no building at all because of active faults at this time. But currently there's nothing in place to predict an exact date or strength of an earthquake. And unfortunately, many underdeveloped countries are busy concerning themselves with just daily life and survival, that they don't have the time or the manpower or even the experience to worry about natural disasters.
How do earthquakes originate?
Well, Sheila, there are forces inside the Earth's crust, deep inside the Earth's crust, that create these tectonic plates colliding amongst each other. And in doing so, it creates lots of pressure beneath the Earth's crust. And these activities cause faults to form. And when the pressure builds up so high and it can no longer withstand anymore, it has to go somewhere. And it releases pressure through vibrations that we call seismic waves.
How do you know where the earthquake originated?
Well, the epicenter would be located on the surface of the Earth, and it would be directly above the focus point of the actual earthquake and where it originated. And from that, the seismic waves move outward from that point.
How can earthquakes do so much damage?
Well, it depends on the amount of pressure that's built up, and the seismic waves move outward, so obviously near the epicenter you'll have much more destruction than with the outer portion of the earthquake.
The aftershocks, I hear much about aftershocks. Can you tell me a little bit about those?
Well, the aftershocks will be smaller, but there's still some pressure that maybe wasn't released during that time, and it will continue, sometimes for days.
Right. Can these disasters be avoided in the future?
There's no method of actually predicting when a disaster like that will occur. My only suggestion would be that we improve our building codes and plan disasters into place that allow people to have a method of getting food and water and the medical attention they need when there is a disaster.
Great. Well, thank you for being here, Connie. It's been a pleasure. We've learned a lot about earthquakes.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you.